The night was darker than ink. Rain tapped softly on the roof. The air smelled of wet soil and something else, something heavy and strange. Behind a worn-down farmhouse, a small muddy garden sat under the moonlight, where 9-year-old Elliot was digging with his bare hands, looking for roots to help his mother prepare supper. Then, his fingers brushed something, soft, but not like a potato or a turnip. This was different. Curious, Elliot dug deeper. A strange shape emerged, a severed human toe, big, thick, pale, and worst of all, it twitched. His heart raced, but the boy's curiosity beat his fear. Maybe it's from some animal, he whispered to himself, trying to shake the dread creeping up his spine. He dropped it into a small sack and ran home. Dinner, ... With something extra, his mother raised her eyebrows as he emptied the sack. "What in the world is that?" she asked, lifting the grotesque object. "Looks like a good chunk of meat to me." She washed it, chopped it, and tossed it into a simmering stew. "It'll do," she said. Later that evening, the family sat around the table. Elliot poked at the meat in his bowl, unsure. It was soft, chewy, and had a faintly bitter taste. He chewed slowly, not daring to ask what part of the animal this was. After dinner, Elliot went to bed, pulling his covers tight, his stomach turning uneasily. That's when he heard it, a whisper on the wind, a distant, ghastly moan. "Who has my toe?" His breath caught. He told himself it was nothing, just the wind, just the trees. But then he heard footsteps. The voice gets closer, thump, 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 slow, heavy footsteps, moving up the stairs. "Who has my woo?" Elliot froze under his blanket. The voice was hoarse and angry. Something was in the hallway now. It passed by his parents' door. "Closer, closer. I know you have it." The door creaked open. And then, silence. But not for long. A cold breath brushed against Elliot's cheek. Face to face with terror, his eyes snapped open, and there, at the foot of his bed, stood a figure, tall, cloaked in shadow, its face hidden beneath tangled hair, its body damp, covered in soil and rot. One leg limped, twisted, and, where its toe should have been, a raw, bleeding stump remained. The figure pointed a long, skeletal finger. "You took it." Elliot tried to scream, but no sound came out. He tried to run, but his body was paralyzed. The shadow moved closer, one step at a time, until it was hovering over him, its breath foul and heavy, its voice a rasp. "Give it back." And then he was gone. The next morning, Elliot's mother opened his bedroom door. The bed was empty. The sheets were cold. The window wide open, but outside, there were no footprints leading away, only muddy prints leading in. On the wall above the bed, scratched in crooked letters, were the words, "I gave it back." And under his pillow was a big, pale, human toe. Subscribe to the channel for more horror and crime stories. Thanks for watching.